Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Haptic Shot here, and in the background you're going to be seeing some Hitman Absolution gameplay. This is my favorite game of 2012, by the way, and yeah, I love this game so much. But anyways, let's get on right to the topic of this game, and basically the topic today is 2013 Game of the Year talk. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite games of 2013. And I'm going to be skipping through all the crappy games which came out this year. And trust me, there are a bunch of crappy games which came out this year. But I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about the better games of this year. And there have been some amazing games this year as well. So this is a live commentary. I like to do my commentaries live just because, I don't know, I like doing it. That's just how I roll. So yeah, let's talk about as I play Hitman. Let's do I'm going to be talking about my favorite games of 2013. So, alright, wow. Wow, I'm already spotted. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Where should I go? But yeah, let's talk about my favorite games. So, I'm going to leave my top 3 in the end. And I'm also going to be talking about what games are coming out in 2013 that I haven't played yet. So, basically, let's talk about the first one which comes to mind. Don't Starve. This is an indie title. It reminds me a lot of Minecraft, okay? And basically, it's like a game, it's a 2D game, and it puts you in this world. You definitely should check it out. It's $15. It's really not that expensive. It starts you off in this world, and you're just put in this world where you have to survive, basically. That's what you have to do. And they just put you in there, you survive. They give you some tools. You have to get rocks, you have to get wood, start a fire, make a little home for yourself if you want to. It's a lot like Minecraft, but it's 2D, not like Terraria. It's like a top-down point of view, and its art style is much more unique than many other indie titles, in my opinion. It's much more unique than Terraria. I'm not a huge fan of Terraria, but I love Don't Starve. It's a fantastic game. If you haven't heard of this game, guys, definitely check it out. It's a fantastic game. Yeah, I've spent a couple hours with this game. It's really fun. And what else is there? There's next up is Antichamber. This is another independent game, indie game, and this is the trippiest game I've ever played. It is weird. It is just weird. Think of Portal, but it makes no sense. Well, it makes sense, but it's just weird. It messes with your head. Not even kidding. It's just weird. In Portal, you're going to be going around. You're going to be using the law of physics to your advantage, and you're going to be... It makes sense in Portal, but this game, it'll just mess with your head. You'll be wondering what is going on. It is a fantastic game, though. I don't know how to explain this game, because I really can't. It's... It's just... It's awesome, though. But... At the same time, I don't know how to explain it. Antichamber is the name of that game, guys. Definitely check it out if you guys get the chance as well. I think that's also around $15 on the Steam store. These last two games are only available on PC. So yeah, these are the PC exclusives, which I absolutely love this year, which are fantastic. Don't even mind me playing this game terribly, by the way. Hitman Absolution right now. I'm not even trying. I don't even remember this level, actually. Well, I remember. I don't even know what I did. But yeah. Alright, next up, a game I love. This is a PlayStation 3 exclusive, and this is going to be Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. So, back when I was a wee little lad, I played all the Sly Cooper games. I played all the Jak and Daxter games. I never got to play Ratchet and Clank, though, which I always regret. But I did play Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, even God of War when I was a kid, which may be why I'm such a little messed up little lad right now. But oh well. But yeah, so Sly Cooper, I've been waiting for this last game. The third one ended the series, but it kind of left off with a little cliffhanger. But it could have ended off the series. Now, the fourth game comes out, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's everything I hoped for in a Sly game. Sucker Punch Studios... They made Sucker Punch Interactive. I don't even know what the developer's called. It's Sucker Punch, though. Alright, so what they did, they made the original Sly Cooper games, and I loved every single second of it. They are some amazing games. The original trilogy, or the original 3, whatever you want to call them. And now the fourth one comes out, and Sucker Punch, in the meantime, has been making other games like Infamous, which is also one of my favorite series. Infamous 1 and 2 are absolutely amazing. Infamous Second Son is going to be amazing as well. I have no doubts about that. And basically, Sucker Punch has been making Infamous, but now they have got Sanzaru Games, Sanzaru Studios. I don't know what these guys are, but Sanzaru. They've gotten these guys, and these guys developed the new Sly Cooper game, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. And to be honest, these guys nailed it. These guys nailed the whole Sly Cooper feeling. It feels like it feels like Sly Cooper. It plays like Sly Cooper. It is Sly Cooper. And that's what I love about this game. It's just so fun. It's a funny game. I laughed out loud a bunch of times. Not even ashamed. It's a great game, and definitely recommend it to anyone who has a PS3. And if you enjoyed those type of games in the past, those type of classic PS2 games, if you enjoyed those, I definitely recommend checking Sly Cooper out if you haven't played it before. Even if you have, and if you're a fan of the series, why haven't you played Sly Cooper 4 yet? It's fantastic. Definitely check it out. Next up is DMC. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have never played a Devil May Cry game. Never in my life have I played one. And now, after playing this game, I'm going to have to check out the other ones. So, let me just shoot everyone here because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay. So, yeah, DMC, it's a fantastic hack and slash game. I will put it on the ranks with God of War 3 and all those other games. It is a brilliant game, in my opinion. The graphics are great. The gameplay is phenomenal. And it's just a really fun game overall. The story might take a little getting used to, but in general, it's a really fun game. I wanted to play more. I kept playing it on and off, and then I finally finished it, and it was awesome. And they leave room for the second one. And since this is a reboot, I did not have any trouble understanding what was going on. They nailed it. They nailed it completely. I really enjoyed this game. And I wasn't really looking forward to it because I never really played Devil May Cry, right? So I wasn't really expecting much of this game, but when it came, got me by surprise. I loved every single second of it, and it's a good game. It's a really good game. You guys should check this out as well. Pretty much any game I'm listing here, you guys should check out, so I should probably stop saying that. So next up is a game I have been anticipating for so long. When I first saw it in E3 last year, or sometime last year, I believe, and it finally came out this year, and this is Injustice: Gods Among Us. Now, on the fighter scene, I am not too big. Let's see, what fighters have I played? I've played Street Fighter 4. I thought it was an okay game. I'm not really into Street Fighter. It was okay. Now, what I am into is Soul Calibur. I love the Soul Calibur games. My first fighter was probably Soul Calibur 2. It was a fantastic game. Wait, no. Let me back that up, actually. My first fighter was actually Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, and that is still my favorite fighter. I do not care what anyone says. I love that game. Alright, maybe not my favorite fighter, but it's up there. It's up there. It's a fantastic game. So, yeah, that was on the PlayStation 2. Now, I haven't bought many fighters. Wait, I haven't bought many fighters on the PS3 other than Street Fighter 4. And now this comes along, and bam, I have to get it. Why? It's DC superheroes fighting each other in one game. I haven't played Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe because I heard it was crappy, but this looked amazing. I couldn't. How could I pass this up? It looked amazing, and you know what? It is amazing. Did not disappoint. But before this, I did end up getting Mortal Kombat on the Vita last year because it was $9.99 at GameStop. And come on, I'm happy to see any Vita title, literally. Any Vita game, I will probably get it. If it's cheap. And if it's good. Which have not been that many. No, I'm just kidding. There's been a bunch of good Vita titles. But, yeah. So, I got Mortal Kombat last year. It's a good game. So, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get Injustice. It looks so good. Mortal Kombat type of game style. And Mortal Kombat, the fighter style, the style of it, I like a lot more than Street Fighter. Street Fighter might be a good game. I mean, sure, it's a good game, but it's just not my thing, you know? And then I play Mortal Kombat. I'm like, I love this so much. It's such a fun game, in my opinion. And the thing is, Injustice takes a lot like that, but at the same time, it doesn't. At the same time, it's a really unique game. They just don't take the characters in Mortal Kombat, reskin them, blah, blah, blah. They completely make this another game. The story is so good as well. If you're a fan of Justice League and all the DC superheroes like I am, I'm not the biggest fan of DC. To be honest, I like Marvel a little more, don't tell anyone. But I still like DC. It still got my second favorite superhero, Batman. It still got Superman and all that. So it was a game I didn't want to pass up on, and I'm so happy I didn't, because it is a phenomenal game. I definitely recommend it to anyone who's a DC fan, anyone who's a fighting fan, a fan of fighters or Mortal Kombat. Definitely, you guys should check it out. Next up is, I'm going to go with my top 3 of this year. Ranking in number 3, it is BioShock Infinite. Yes, it might be a surprise that BioShock Infinite is not number 2 or 1 to many of you, but I don't care. I love this game. I love this game, and it's number 3. Deal with it. Alright, what I'm doing Hitman Absolution right now is I'm not paying attention to the game at all. I'm just trying to rush around, so do not hate on me for messing up this video, because I do not care. I'm doing this all on purpose. I've beaten this game before on hard on PlayStation 3, so I don't even care. I don't even care. But yeah, anyways, let's talk about BioShock Infinite. My number 3 choice for this year so far. Don't get me wrong, this is so far. We still got a bunch of good games coming out. So, BioShock Infinite, let's see. This is a game, I played the first BioShock last year. Yes, I'm a little late on the boat. But when I played it, it had that effect on me. It was a game where I was sucked into. I was playing it every single day until I beat it. It was so fun. It really got to me. It had a story so interesting. It had plot twists. It was a game that, it was unlike so many other games. It was overwhelming as a game. It was really fun. And then BioShock Infinite, and after I played that game, I'm like, there's another one coming out. I heard BioShock 2 wasn't that good, so I kind of skipped on that. Maybe I'll go back to it someday, but I skipped on BioShock 2. I played a little of it before, actually, but I skipped on the main story and all that. I never bought it, so when I heard BioShock Infinite was coming out, it takes place in a new city and all that, I'm like, new city? That sounds amazing already. I love Rapture, but come on, Columbia is so amazing. So, I had to pre-order this game. I got BioShock Infinite, I was so happy. And then, the thing is with this game, it's so unlike any other game. And I love this game so much. It's awesome. The graphics are gorgeous. The gameplay is really fun. Even though I will say, towards the end, the gameplay got a little but I still love the game. The story blew my mind at the end. I was like at the edge of my seat screaming because how amazing the story was. It was brilliant. I love this game. Definitely, well, everyone already probably has played this game before, so I'm not even going to tell you to check it out because it's probably the most popular game of the year. But I still got 2 more on my countdown. Number 2 is, it might be a surprise to some of you, might not be, I don't know. But it is Tomb Raider. I love Uncharted. I love the old Tomb Raider games. I'm going to take that back. I love Uncharted. And the old Tomb Raider games are just okay in my opinion. I liked Legend. I liked Legend and Anniversary. I did not like Underworld at all. And Underworld was I played it on the HD collection. I did not like Underworld at all. But I did like Legend and Anniversary. Now, when the new Tomb Raider was coming out, it looked like Uncharted. And the Uncharted series is still one of my favorites of all time, just because it is amazing in every single way. Seriously, Uncharted is just brilliant. So, when I saw the new Tomb Raider, and it looked like Uncharted, how could I pass up on this? Uncharted took a lot from Tomb Raider. It took a lot from Tomb Raider, I'm not going to lie. And Tomb Raider was kind of returning the favor. I don't know how else to say it. I don't even know if it's a favor or not. I mean, but what they did is they're making a lot like Uncharted, and that's what they did, except without a cover system and all that, but the core gameplay is very, very similar, but they made it unique, and they made it in their own way. Wow, that was loud. But they made it unique, they made it in their own way, they made it such a fun experience as a game, and I loved every single second of it. The story hit me, it got to me, I loved it. It was so fun to play through as Lara Croft once again. It was just a really, really phenomenal game. Now that said, as I said, these were all amazing games, but there's one masterpiece that has come out this year, and that is The Last of Us. Like I said, Naughty Dog has made the Uncharted series, and Uncharted is my favorite game series. Well, it's up there. Actually, it could be my favorite if I think about it. It's up there though. But what I did when I heard of The Last of Us, I was in shock. I was like, oh my god, I have to get this game. I don't even care what anyone says. I have to get this game. It is... I don't even know how to explain it. It's a brilliant game. It is quite possibly the greatest game I have ever played. It's up there for sure. The storytelling in this game is unprecedented. BioShock Infinite, story-wise, in my opinion, has nothing against this game. They're both amazing games. I'd play both of them again, over and over. But to me, BioShock Last of Us takes the cake this year. It is a brilliant game. It is fun. Its story hits you. I'll think about this game constantly throughout the years in gaming. It's so good. It's a brilliant game. I don't want to spoil anything, but Troy Baker voiced Joel, and he voiced Booker in BioShock Infinite, which are the two main characters of each game. And the thing is, that's actually pretty cool, because he's in, like, the top 2 games critically this year, and he voices the main character. That's pretty cool in my opinion. So yeah, my number 1 game is The Last of Us. I loved every single second of it. It is a brilliant game. If you have a PS3, this is a PS3 exclusive. If you have a PS3 and you haven't gotten this game yet, what is wrong with you? Get off of your ass and just go to GameStop or something.